Hey you guys, so I am gonna be teaching you how to make items, how to put props on items, and also how to use realistic needs. Um, First, we're gonna just start off with an item that's not food or anything, and then we will do one food, one drink, and one alcoholic beverage through realistic needs, just so we can see how everything works. Please bear with me. I'm gonna try my best to make sure I explain this so that you barely have any questions. But if you do have questions after this, be sure to just ask in a ticket in the Hustlers Lab, and we will make sure that we answer your question. Okay, so how to make an item. So what you would do is find your inventory. Um, Ox inventory is what I use, but there's other inventories out there. So just find your inventory. I'm not sure if other inventories make items this same way because I've never used another inventory, but it shouldn't be too different, like at all. So, okay. So, this is your server, your live server and stuff. So, just look for your resources and then look for your inventory. Yours might be set up differently, but yeah. Okay, so you're gonna find your data and then you're gonna want to open up your items Lua. So I already have mine open. So we are gonna start with just an item. Let's just start with just the item. No, you know what? We're gonna do the just an item when we do the realistic needs. Actually, so let's do a food and drink right now. I'm gonna take. You could just take. All right. So since I'm doing a food, I'm gonna take a food that's already been made, right? So let me copy and paste this. I'm gonna make something that's already in the city, so you guys could see it with the prop. But I'm just gonna duplicate it right here. So we're gonna do the cheesecake. Um, that's the one we're gonna do. So you're gonna want to go right here and then just paste the one that you took. So um now let's make the item. So right here is always gonna be the spawn code. So I'm gonna put in BF BF cheese cake. So that's the spawn code. This is what you're gonna use to spawn it in. And then right here is the label. This is what it will look like in your inventory, right? Cheese cake, right? I don't know why it says cheese is cake right here. I'm actually gonna change this. Cheese. Be very careful because this will show up in game. So if you spell this wrong right here, it's gonna look like you don't know how to spell. So remember, the spawn code comes first, and then the label, which will show up in game. And the weight, if you want this to be heavy, you can turn the weight up. Right now, none of my food in my city is heavy. I really need to change that, but yeah, so this is the weight, so you can make it heavier or lighter. Stack on true means that it will stack up in your inventory. Pretty much like if you spawn 5 BF cheesecakes, 5 of them will like stack upon each other. If this was on false, it would take up a separate slot in your inventory, so it wouldn't stack. You would have to get it one by one, basically. Um, I'm not gonna lie, closed. I don't never use this. I don't even actually. I've never really like played with it. I've always just kept it on true. Um, so status, which would be hunger, because this is food. This is how much it will fill you up. So if you want it to fully fill you up, if you want it to just fill you up a little bit, this is where you would do that at. So, um, now let's get into what this stuff means. Okay, so we are gonna go back to data, and you're gonna actually open up animations, Lua. So this items, Lua, and this animations, Lua, go hand in hand, right? These go hand in hand. So basically, this is the animation that you will be doing. So eating, obviously you would keep it eating because it's food. You could always change this to something else, like eating, like with a fork, or it's other things and other ways, but this is just like the most simple part of it. So since this is food, you're going to be eating. And then now the prop, um this is where it gets a little tricky. So you are going to grab, I already have my props installed, right? So you should have a props folder. I don't know where yours would be, but mine is inside of my custom appearance, tattoos, weapons, and props. My custom props are here. So, um, basically, you would drag your props into here. It comes with a stream. It comes with the stream. It comes with everything you really need. Um, for it to show up, it's really just like a drag and drop type thingy. I didn't mean to open that up. It's really like a drag and drop type of vibe. You just drag the prop folder in, and yeah, you have it in there. So then I'm trying to find the one I'm trying to use right now. Sorry, I'm trying to find the I don't know why I can't. I don't know which one it is. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the one. It's not bakery. Well, I'll just show you. So we will take. I'll just show you how to put a prop in. So see, as you can see, you see all of this. This is to put in like their items, but we just want the prop. We don't want their items. We just want their prop. So you could just go to usable, and some props will not be set up like this. BzZz, I'll drop the link. Um, she has good props, and her stuff is like super self-explanatory and set up real easy. So highly recommend. Um, so we are just gonna grab um we are just gonna grab um we could just grab anything, because I'm just gonna show you how to input the prop or whatever, and then we'll go back to the item. So we could just grab um this right here. We'll grab this, right? Okay, so this is fries A. So we'll go into animations, and All of these is the props that are used. So we will go in here. And then we'll take any of these. We'll take this one. Okay, chocolate lollipop, right? We're gonna copy it and paste it. And then we're gonna name this fries 1. Since this is fries, this is gonna be the name of this prop. Okay? So then we're gonna go back and then we're gonna take this animation dict e, which is dictionary e. Animation dictionary e. Okay. And then you want to go back into animations, not items. Don't go back there yet. Okay. So then, boom, you put the prop now. The model is here, and it will read when you input this in your items because you have it in your props folder. So the stream will read. So, boom. So now, this is where it's going to be placed in your hand. So you want to get this first position, the X. You want the X. You want the X, you want the Y. And you want the X, the Y, and you want the Z. Sorry about that. So X, Y, Z here. And then you want to just grab the same X, Y, and Z's. Not the same, because this is the position we just did. So now we're going to do the rod, which is like the rotation. So boom, you input 1, X, Y, and Z. So now when this is in game, it will be in your hand properly the way the creator intended it to be. So now you want to save this, right? And we're going to remember this because we're going to make an extra item with this, okay? With this exact one. But now that you know how to make your prop, now you understand what this is. I'm going to tell you what you put here. So remember how this is the spawn code? Well, right here is going to be the prop code, which is what we just made right here. So think of this as a spawn code kind of, but a prop code, right? So let's go back to the item that we were working on, which is cheesecake. So I'm gonna look for something that would match cheesecake. We will come back to this. So what I think would match cheesecake, I have a lot of stuff here for drinks, sweets, everything. So let's look. I don't think I have a cheesecake, but we have a lemon cake, right? It's already set up and it's already entered as a prop. So we don't want the model, we want the prop code. So we're gonna get this, copy it, come over to prop, and now your prop will show up in game. Now, use time, I always keep it on this, but you can make it quicker or longer. It's up to you. Notification now. So the notification would basically be what it says after you eat it. So like, So like if I put you just a delicious cheesecake, that would come up after you're done eating it, right? Okay. So you got your item. Another thing that I have to say, now that you have your item and you have your spawn code, you want to go back into your data. Well, you want to go back. You don't want to go back into your data. You want to find your web. Then go to images. So this part right here, you would have to go and find a PNG. It always has to be a PNG, and you could remove your background with BG remover. And then also what I like to do is after I find my photo, I like to take it into Photoshop. This is just me though. You don't have to do this. After your background is removed, you could just put it right into here, into your web images, right? So one thing you always have to make sure though is the name of the picture. The name of the picture must match your spawn code. So how I already got the PNG, I already removed the background, right? So once I do that, I already took it into Photoshop. That's just my preference. And then now I dropped it in my images folder inside of my aux inventory. My images. This matches this spawn code. The picture always has to match the spawn code, not the label, but the spawn code right here. These have to match. See? Or else you won't have a picture in your inventory. See? And that little outer fill thingy that I did that through Photoshop. That's what I mean, because I like it to look nice in my inventory. So this BF cheesecake, these should match up. Or else, again, you will not have no picture in your inventory when you spawn yourself this item. So, yeah. I'm going to show you what this looks like in game with the prop. And then we'll move on. So let's load up. I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like. Okay, so I am back in the city. So let's spawn that item that we just made. This is the prop that we're gonna spawn. So remember, not the prop, this is the item we're gonna spawn. Remember, this is the spawn code. This is what it will show up in your inventory as, okay? That's very important. Don't forget that. Because I remember when I first learned, like, I could not remember that. So, okay. I'm going to give myself the item. 1. And there it is with the picture. And with the prop. And that's how you make an item with a prop of your choice. So we can do a drink now. Just so y'all could see that too. We could just do it. Okay, so let's make an Italian cream soda. Okay, so we are gonna do Italian cream soda. We're gonna copy and paste this. 1, 2, boom. So remember, we want spawn code, Italian cream soda V, because this is vanilla. The weight, I'm gonna keep it on 1. I do want it to stack so I can have multiple. So keep true, close, keep true, status. Now this is a drink. So instead of hunger like you did last time, instead of hunger, You want to do thirst now, which is why I just copy and paste from a drink or a food that was already made. So you don't even have to really worry about that if you just copy something that's already been made prior to this. So thirst, keep it at this. You can always put this down if you don't want it to fill you up as much, or if you want it to fill you up more. Anim would be drink, because we're going to be drinking this. Then we're going to go into animations and look for our prop. Remember our prop. I know I got a mug. And, you know, the more animations you add, the more crazy it's going to look. I have not really, like, organized this one. But you can always do Control F and just search mug. What did I use here? Vanilla mug. Okay, see, so vanilla mug. I actually got this model off of Plebe Masters, because anything on Plebe Masters, like if you don't want to buy props and you're okay with using GTA regular props, they actually have decent stuff on there though. Like the stuff is not bad. So if you don't feel like buying props, Plebe Masters is a place you could look for props. I'll show you how I did that on there. This is better for beginners if you don't understand the concept of like dragging and dropping the props in. This is like a better option because you don't have to do that because it's already in game through Plebe Masters, which is cool. So I'm gonna look up vanilla mug. Okay, boom, right here. So this is V Club VU coffee mug. So I'm gonna just copy the name. I'm gonna copy the name, and then I'm gonna take it back into animations. And as you can see where the model is, you just paste that. So if you're doing it through Plebe Masters, you're skipping an extra step because you don't have to add the props in. Now, how I got the position and the rotation and stuff, I just took this from the stuff that comes with your aux inventory, which is like the coffee, water, all this comes with the aux inventory, the basic stuff, burger, taco, all that should have came with it. And I really just copied this part. Since it was a mug, I just chose something close to it, and then I put it over here. And that's how it came out. So then you would take vanilla mug, that would be your prop, use time, and then you quench your thirst with Italian cream soda V. You could make this whatever though. You could have this say whatever you want. So yeah, so now let's see what it looks like in game. Let's see. Let's spawn it in. 1. And then spawn it. Boom. There it is. And don't forget the picture. Oh my gosh, don't forget the picture. After you're done with this, do not forget to go into your aux inventory again, web, images, and make sure that the image that you got is a PNG. You put it in BG remove, and the name of the picture is the spawn code, or you will not have a picture to your item. So please remember that. And then after you do all that and you restart your server, it will be in your inventory beautifully like this, looking good in your inventory. You got this, and we're just gonna use it so we can see the prop. And see, it's the mug that we got off of Plebe Masters. Okay, so you guys should understand how to make an item so far. I hope I'm doing okay. Now, um, let's just make a regular item. Um, let's just make any item. This is actually essential for chains because I know you guys want to learn how to do that icebox stuff. Ugh, I cannot stand that stuff because it's like so. You'll see why. I'm not showing you how to do the icebox stuff today though, but you will need to know how to just make a regular item that's not a food or drink for that because you got to, because you're gonna want it to be an item. So um I'm gonna use um some stuff from the weed shop. So um depending on what script you have for like weed and stuff, it already comes with stuff like that, but we are custom like making our stuff and adding effects to it and stuff like ourselves. So I'm gonna just get I'm gonna get an edible. So basically, when you have an item, so it'll be like this for your chains and everything that's not a food or drink. It's the same thing you just did, except it's just spawn code, label, what it will show in your inventory, your weight, if you want it to stack, and that's it. That's it. After it's an item, then you could take it into whatever other script you're using to give it an effect or whatever. It has to be an item first though, and it's the same thing. Go into your web and your images inside of your Ox inventory and make sure the spawn code is the same for the picture, so it can have a picture, right? So that's good. So after, let's see, I did, where is Hotbox? I don't know where the edible is at. All right, well, we're just gonna take we're just gonna take, I'm trying to find something. No, you know what? Let me go back to my restaurant. Okay. So alcohol too. It's essential to just make it not give you no thirst or hunger, because when you make something an alcoholic beverage, it cannot quench your thirst at the same time. It's either you're going to have alcohol that gets you drunk, or you're going to have a name of an alcohol but it quenches your thirst. Like, it cannot be both. I mean, it probably can, but I don't. I've tried it and it doesn't work. So one or the other. So we made tiramisu martini. Okay, so we are gonna go and find realistic needs. I don't really know where that's at, so I will stick. Okay, so we are into Devcore needs, Devcore realistic needs. You are gonna want to do the same. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so it's the same thing. It has the items Lua. It's the same type of thing we got going on, but it's a little different. So let me move animations back here. Items Lua. Okay, so we are gonna find my martini that we just had. So, you have the martini already in here, right? But it doesn't have anything. It's just an item with nothing to it. So now when you're done here and you have put your picture in your web, in your images in your Ox inventory, you open up your Devcore realistic needs and come here. So remember, Your spawn code, you're going to take the spawn code. We don't need to put a label because it's already going to show up like this in your inventory because you already did all this. So you're just going to take your spawn code, which is the first one, come in here, put it right here. And for me, I just copy one of the default drinks that it already comes with. Same thing, like with the food and the drinks. You're just going to do it here. So I copy one that already has like an animation, whatever glass. Like if I want my drink to have like a whiskey glass, I'm going to just take like, over here, down here. They have like a wine glass. So, you know, I got a martini. So I would take like flute glass and then I would go put it. I got a martini though, so I want a different prop. So I would go back on Plebe Masters and I found this right here in Plebe Masters. Just always copy the name and then bring it here. And then for the size of the glass that you're getting, like, let's see. So like I got this. So we're gonna go here. Oops. So I got this. Okay, so this is like a whiskey glass, right? So I would have copied I would have copied a whiskey glass down there so that the offset, which would be the position, and the rotation match this cup, bone ID, everything. I would have just copied a whiskey glass and then chose my own glass and put it here. Same with the animation. I just copied whichever one like matched best. So like if it was like a bottle, like some type of beer bottle, I would have just grabbed the beer bottle and all of this would have matched up. Okay. Consume. Basically, this is how many, like how long it takes to finish eating it. It can remove your stress if you use stress in your city. I really don't. And then also alcohol, you can turn up the percentage of the alcohol, like how drunk it gets you after each sip, which is pretty cool. And then this said how much food and drink you want to add, but like this doesn't really work. This does not fill you up or anything from my knowledge, but yeah. So after realistic needs, after it's in here and in here, and you save it, right? Take it into the city. Give myself this tiramisu martini, and then you click E. And then, okay, so like normally it'll have you like hold it. It shouldn't be like this in your hand. To fix that, whiskey glass, right? I would just copy this all right here. Copy. This is how I would fix it. This is how I would fix it. So I'm going to search back for this. And then, boom, where it says this, you're going to just take all of this and put it like that. See, so now instead of it being how it was, I'm going to just save that. So instead of it being in your hand weird like this, I'm going to restart the script. We're going to restart this. Realistic needs. You cannot do this with your inventory, though. You'll crash. You can't do this with your inventory. You could do it with realistic needs, though. Never do that with your inventory. Like, please don't. But with realistic needs, because it's a script, aux inventory, that's your inventory. So you can't do that. But since this is a script, most scripts you could just restart while you're in game. Not all of them. So now we're gonna try it again. Okay, there we go. So now that we fixed that, let's see if we can use it. See? And now she holds it instead of it looking all funny and stuff. She holds it now instead of it being on the side of her. And that's how you do that. And you could really do this for all your food and drinks through realistic needs, but it still has to be an item in your aux inventory. I personally didn't do it like that because that is going to take you like a long time to make every single item into your realistic needs. But you can if you would like. And yeah, that is it for the tutorial for making items and using realistic needs today. This is really like essential. You could do the same thing with food too. I could show you what I made with food as well. Okay, we can do lollipop. So this is for the weed shop. In here, one of the weed shops we have. This gives you armor. So we put an effect on it that gives you like armor. You can do that through if you have drugs creator. You can do it, or other scripts will do it as well. But if I could pull it over, see, this is like weird in her hand too because I haven't like configured that. But you could like fix all of that. So that's gonna be it for today's lesson. We will get another one going in a day or two moving on, but use this lesson, practice it, try it out for yourself. If you have any questions, let me know. I am here to help. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.